The earliest ink found in China, actually, is from the 12th century. A century is 100 years. We're in the 21st in China and Japan and Korea and in India. So this ink is really dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dilute some of it with water to make it gray over here. And then I might add some colors on top of something else later. I'm going to draw flowers. You can draw something that you can see in your house and observe and draw, or you can draw flowers with me, up to you. Well, I'm going to look at my plants. My plants are right. I'm going to go look at Remember? Loosey-goosey to start. And I fill it in with what's called a wash. That's when you wash it all in one color. Then I like to start with a middle color, and then I leave white for my highlights. That's the parts that are lighter and brighter. Now I'm actually going to take a smaller brush. I don't have tiny Fude brushes, so I'm going to go in with a watercolor brush, a soft paintbrush. And I'm going to take a little more of that darker ink. A little ink goes a really long way. It's the same way with watercolor paint. See how dark that is? And I only took a teeny tiny bit. So now I'm going to put that on there, and then I'm going to spread it out. What I want. I'm going to add the water in the bottom of my glass. I like doing watercolor and ink because it's very soft and calming. It's kind of slow. And it flows together, and I just find it really relaxing. It's got these really nice, soft, blurry lines and shapes. Make it easy to move around. There's not a right or a wrong way to do it, really. Like so. Oops. Splattered some, but that's okay. We're rolling with it. My flowers are pansies. They're darker on the inside than they are on the outside. So I'm going to start by making some little dark shapes on the inside. And I might let them flow. If I put water on top of water, it's called wet on wet. It's wet on wet background. Then it just flows on its own, nice and soft. This is a good kind of painting to do if you're feeling stressed out or kind of need to wake up. This is a nice painting to do in the morning. I like to do this when I'm feeling stressed because it's very flowy and calm. I haven't done very much of this kind of ink painting before, so I'm not a professional at it. I'm not as good at it as I am at some other things, but that doesn't mean I can't do it. Sometimes art can just be for fun. It doesn't have to be in a museum or to be really good. Sometimes it's just for you and for your brain to make something and to feel good about it. Like I said, art can be meditation.
I love art and music for meditation.
It is. And my kindergarten friends, do we have any kindergarten friends today?
I think a few. I saw Jericho for sure.
Well, my kindergarten friends are doing some meditation with art this week, with music and art.
Awesome.
So I thought this was a good time to do this. So I'm just letting it flow. I'm going to do a little bit of this. Now, I've done ink drawings before, but I don't usually do it in this style where it's really flowy. Usually I do what's called more of a dry brush, so I'm not putting down as much water. This is a little less control than I usually like to have. But sometimes we just got to let go of that. Take that that time for ourselves. It's okay if it's not perfect. Doing art and doing crafts is not just for people who are artists who sell their work. It's for everybody to do when they love something, when they think something is beautiful, when they want to express their feelings. Sometimes just when they want to have fun. Lots of things are art that we don't even realize. Cooking is art. Dancing is art, even if it's just in your house. If you're making up a dance in your house, that's art. That counts. Adding my darker colors in there. Add some flowers down here. Sometimes even Miss Chloe, who's a professional art teacher, forgets to take time to make art just for fun. Every time we do one of these, I'm really glad we do it. Sometimes we gotta make up in our minds that we're gonna take the time to make sometimes, even when we forget. Sometimes we get so busy, even me, so I focus on doing art for school, but not just for me and just for fun. That can be just as important and just as valuable for our brains and our hearts.
You can make art or sing a song or do a dance, and nobody has to see it but you. But if it makes you feel happy inside, that is perfect.
Lots of people who make art for fun. The cool thing about making art for fun is you don't have to worry about what it is. You want to draw a picture of something from your favorite cartoon, you can do that. I don't let you guys do that at school because my job is to push your brains even harder. If we're doing art just for you, you can make whatever you want. Why watercolor painting is so soothing too, and ink painting is just because of the water. There's something about the sounds in water that actually make your brain feel calm. So people who are depressed or who are sad, the sound of rain is actually comforting to them because it affects their brains chemically. It makes your brains produce a chemical that makes you feel happy.
That's true. Listening to the rainfall does make me happy.
Ocean.
Yes, the ocean.
Yeah. It's a chemical thing. So people who are depressed, a lot of times they say that you should go spend time near water. That makes your brain happy.
When I was a kid, my grandparents lived in a little house on the side of Mount Hood in Oregon. And they had a creek that ran down the mountain behind their house. And at night, we would leave the windows open and you could hear the creek running. And I tell you what, that is instant peace.
Yes. If you can't go outside right now, there are places where you can listen to rain noise and things like that and draw how it makes you feel. Just take time to relax.
There are a lot of people that listen to rain sounds or wave sounds on a speaker at night to help them go to sleep because it's so peaceful.
Yep, I do that too.
Go for it. What's your question?
Can I turn... Oh, never mind. Can I turn off my background?
Yeah.
You do whatever you feel like, as long as it's okay with Grandma.
Are you ready to show us your art that you've been making?
I just started because I couldn't find my crayon box, so I'm using these markers.
Awesome sauce. Is anybody ready to share theirs yet? Ashlyn, are you ready to share yours?
Some markers, if you use just water and a paintbrush,
beautiful.
Turn your markers into paint.
Miss Chloe, check out Ashlyn's beautiful flower that she made.
Lovely, Ashlyn. You know what it reminds me of? There's an artist, he's Japanese, his name is Takashi Murakami, and he makes these pretty rainbow flowers. I have earrings that look like his art, not right now, but you might have seen them before. They look like rainbow flowers. That's That's what that reminds me of. They're like daisies. They got a happy face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else ready to share theirs? You what?
Following the flow of my heart. Girl, what are you doing? Now I might go back. So this stuff dries really fast. I actually think I'm going to go back and add some other stuff on top. Now, normally people don't do this. Normally ink is just with ink, but I'm going to add what's called gouache. My white is dried up. Gouache is like watercolor, but it's a little bit more opaque. Opaque means you can't see through it as well. So it's like, you know how when you paint with watercolor, kind of like this, it's really see-through? Gouache is also really flowy, and it mixes with water, and you can make it really thin, but it's a lot less see-through. This gouache is kind of old, so we'll see what happens. It's fun to play with.
Taking a gamble, Miss Chloe.
Indeed, it's a little like yellow and oily and funky, but we'll see what happens. That's okay. Art's all about experimenting. If I mess up, I try again with something else. More bit. Let's see if that helps. I wonder if I have it in this house. I have a big drawing I did with ink and gouache when I was in college. It's a little spooky. It's big old arms big monster arms drinking a cup of tea. Let me see if I can find it. See how that gouache. I'm just adding in some purpley shadows to my pansies. See that? So it's not as see-through. If I put red watercolor and then green watercolor on top of it, even if I let it dry, it would turn brown because watercolor is see-through. But because gouache is opaque or not as see-through, I can put red down, and then if I put green on top of it, it won't change color. It'll still be green. Fun. But it's flowy like watercolor, which I really like. Watercolor is one of my favorite things to use, like I said, because I like the way it flows and it makes a rhythm. It's very relaxing, just like in music. You gotta follow the rhythm. Oh, that looks good. Let me see if I can find that picture. I don't know if I have it at this house or if my mom and dad have it there. Ugh. Spooky arms. He's drinking tea.
Leah, do you have... Leah's Ray is ready to show us their pictures.
Show us. Beautiful. Are they ukuleles or guitars? Awesome. You guys want to see mine? So I made this in college. This is the same stuff I was just using, but I did it a lot less flowy. It's got a lot of lines in it. The arms. Monsters like tea too, so, I thought I would show that.
Could you show it a little again? I think the bottom part was kind of cut off.
Very big.
Ah.
The ink for this because it had that nice flow and it created rhythm. So this project was all about making a rhythm. And you can see it in the way the lines flow up and down. Yes, Lily. What's happened? It's beautiful. Can you unmute Lily, Miss Rachel?
I am trying to find her again. There she is. Okay, go ahead, Lily.
Okay, let me see. Oh, everyone's frozen.
Oh, you did the planet.
There's a little red dot.
I love it. Is that you?
I can't see it because my screen froze for some funny reason, but I'm sure it's beautiful.
Are those butterflies?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it.
A little sticker butterfly.
They're beautiful. Who
Yeah,
else
we
is?
even put a little bridge so that the butterflies can cross it.
That's amazing. Anybody else ready to show theirs?
I'm almost done.
Alrighty, sir. Let's see it.
I'm almost.
Oh, you're almost. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to rush you.
Let us know when you're ready, Jericho.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to keep adding some purple to mine. My pansies here. My pansies started growing funny, so I trimmed them back a little bit. Maybe one day I'll show you guys my plants. My garden's not as big as Miss Rachel's. I've got a few little plants that I started.
I was pretty excited this week. I had some swallowtail butterfly caterpillars on my dill plant outside. The first day,
Growing yet?
the
Miss
first
Rachel,
day, yeah.
I'm done.
Let's see it, Jericho.
I can't see that well because my Zoom crashed on my computer, so I'm trying to look at it on my phone. It's been funny.
Can you hold it a little bit closer? Oh, they're beautiful blue flowers.
The green is aloe vera.
Wowie
Cool.
zowie. You sound like you must have some garden growing experience, Jericho.
I have a lot of flowers growing.
That's awesome. What do you do
And
with
I
your...
have some tomatoes and peppers.
Gorgeous. I love it. What do you do with your aloe vera?
When we're hurt, we just wipe it on ourselves.
I know it works
And
great.
I have another picture
Of your aloe vera?
of something else.
Yeah, let me see it.
It's a TV on top of a roller coaster.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that's wild.
That does sound wild. So Jericho, do you have little baby tomatoes on your tomato plants yet?
Yeah.
That's
We have
awesome.
6 of them.
Oh my goodness. At the school garden, I checked the other day and we've got some little baby tomatoes growing and we've got some blooms on our eggplant and some
And
teeny tiny
Miss
cucumbers.
Rachel.
Yeah, baby.
Our whole backyard is a garden.
That's awesome.
Oh,
That's awesome.
I just have a little tiny garden. I've
Jaden,
got some radishes and some carrots, and I also have some aloe vera and some basil, and I had to replant my dill because nothing came up, but we're going to try again.
hold it closer, Jaden. Let me see. Oh, I love your beautiful landscape with your gorgeous rainbow. I'm in love with that rainbow. Oh my goodness. Are those foxes or kitties? I can't quite tell. It's so small. Cats.
Hello.
Miss Chloe, you went out of focus, and I'm not sure if it's a bandwidth problem or a phone problem.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I think it is a bandwidth problem because my computer will not let me back on Zoom. It cut me off, and now it's not opening. So I think
Weird.
I'm having some issues.
Okay.
But
Well,
I'm about done. Have we seen everybody's picture who wanted to show
let's
it?
see. Rosa was about to show hers.
All right, let's see Rosa's.
Oh, there it is. Is it the planets, Rosa? Kitty cat in space? The Lamar tiger? Let's see. Oh, Jaden's ready. Hold it a little closer, Jaden. Let me see.
That's Miles.
Oh, Miles. Sorry. I couldn't tell who was holding it. All I can see is one eyeball on each side of the paper. Oh, is that an apple tree? I love it, Miles. Totally beautiful.
My son?
Yes. I always want to see your son. He's so beautiful.
This is just like our son.
That was
This
just
is
like,
what it looks like.
that is like our son, isn't it? Like our Mr. Sun we were singing about earlier. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me.
I was singing that too.
Were you? Love it. And those guitars are beautiful, baby. Hold it up a little bit higher. Ah, gorgeous. Beautiful color on there.
Did you see them?
I did.
Did you see them?
Oh, Sophia, I love your unicorn. That is so precious.